retrieval cable out, just so where I can get it. I usually just take a hay hook and pull them. We're gonna go ahead and set that earth anchor. It ain't going nowhere. Tuck that cable down in there. All right, so now we'll go ahead and set our trap here. These number 3s just bed so nice, right? So anyway, bring that trap. I've night latched all these, so we'll just bring that trap, bring it right down to night latch. Now, here's the thing, guys, with coyote trapping. Don't be scared of this trap. I want to show you, I'm running about 3 pounds of pan tension. Let me show you. A lot of people run a light pan tension and they're scared to death of their traps, firing them, right? If you're in an area where you're just not trapping foxes, you don't need a ton of pan tension. Watch, that hammer right there can almost set, not quite. You know, but I mean, don't be scared of these traps, right? Especially whenever you're packing in dirt around them. I see a lot of people freaking out all the time. You know, I'm running almost 3 pounds, right? That will keep some of the possums and stuff out of this too. So don't be scared, right? I mean, that trap's not going, you know, you need to be comfortable around this stuff. All right, now there's a lot of different things you can use for pan covers, pan plugs, you know, different things like that. This is my preferred method. This is pipe insulation, fiberglass pipe insulation. It comes in a roll. I cut these squares here to fit right underneath the pan. You can see that sticks right underneath that pan. That won't allow any dirt to fill in. This time of year we're using wax dirt, so it's real fine dirt. You know, and it will get underneath that pan and you can cause misses. So anyway, now we're gonna bed this trap. So you can see I'm gonna take that trap, kind of work that chain. I've dug that bowl down in there where chain sits below that trap. And I'm gonna work that trap in there. And I mean, I'm gonna put some real pressure on it, right? I don't want that sucker moving anywhere whatsoever. Now with these dirt hole type sets, you can see my trap relation. You know, I don't want to offset it because it'd be up on the ground, right? I want that trap right there. And if you got good bait in here, you get that coyote working long enough here, he's going to step in that set. But you can see it's down below grade, couple 3 inches at this point. And what that means is, that means whenever that foot of that coyote goes down onto that pan, he's got a lot more weight on it than he would on, say, a typical flat set. So I mean, you get those good deep pad catches with this type of set. All right, so we got our trap in there and it's bedded in real good. We're dealing with like 20-degree freezing temperatures right now. If it was colder, I would fully bed in wax dirt. Right now I'm not that concerned with it, but I am gonna cover in wax. It just kind of in wax dirt. You know, you can use dry dirt, you can use different things. It's just personal preference, right? I save on my wax dirt, not completely bedding in it, but I still like to cover it. You know, it's just kind of situational here. So we're gonna take our hand and we're just gonna cover that up. You can see I'm not worried about this trap going off, guys, because I'm using 3 pounds of pan tension here. You know, don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid whatsoever. All right, now this does stand out quite a bit with this dirt. So I will take my sifter here and I am just gonna give it just the slightest little bit of coverage off of this other dirt here. Not enough that it's gonna freeze down, but just enough to kind of blend it in. All right, we'll just kind of mimic something coming out of that hole there. And you can see everybody's always worried about, they're worried about guiding with coyote sets, right? And everybody knows coyotes can be real skittish at guiding. With this set right here, you've kind of got built-in guiding. You know, you can see the edges of this trench basically that we've created. It's like natural guiding, but obviously we're mimicking something down in that hole. And pretty much, guys, that's the finished set. You can see how much eye appeal this stuff has. Tons and tons of eye appeal. And anyway, let's go ahead and we'll bait this sucker up. So, you know, tons of different things for this. You guys saw me, I use rubber gloves for setting. I won't use them for baiting. You know, my theory is on this, y'all, the coyotes are gonna know you're there. There's nothing you can do about it. I honestly believe that. The coyotes know you're there in a set. Now, you can do things to mitigate the smell that you leave. I mean, you know, I may not come in here and take a piss right over there, you know, or different things like that, but you know, you can get too controlled on scent control, but you know, I kind of like that happy medium. Just my personal preference. All right, so anyway, we're gonna do a real simple. This is going to be bait, and it is going to be a little bit of urine, and that's it. We're not even gonna lure this thing. We are setting right on sign. I don't wanna have too strong of a lure to scare them off. So anyway, we'll go ahead here. I got my nice bait mixed up here. Hopefully, all right, we'll put just a dab of that down that hole there. And sometimes I use sheep's wool and sometimes I don't. Today we've got it, so I'm gonna take just a little bit of sheep's wool. We're trying to mimic like a mouse or something anyway, so we'll take just a little bit of that sheep's wool, shove down in that hole, kind of hold on to that bait smell. And then what I'm gonna do is, then I'm going to take just a little bit of bobcat urine here. Everybody hates a bobcat, so just take a little bit of bobcat urine and we're just gonna put that right on the back side. And that is the finished set, y'all. So let me turn the camera around and I will show you what it looks like. All right, so we got the finished set. I took the camera off the tripod and I'm gonna kind of walk you up about level of what you know, a coyote would be, just so you can experience that. But real quick here, just from a higher view here, you can see there's the set. Just a very pronounced set. Obviously you can see that's where I was talking about with the grade difference. This isn't a trench type set. This is just a step down dirt hole. Now obviously, like I said, in wet weather this set does not do great, simply because, you know, you've made a bowl, right? But any other time, guys, this is just a killer set. All right, so there's the look. You guys can see there's the set. So obviously, if I'm a coyote, you're gonna be able to see that elevation change, right? And here comes coyote coming around right there. That's his view right there. Does that not look like something's living in there? And as he comes up, you can see that elevation change, and boom. All right, so there's what that looks like. You know, it's a very killer set. Obviously, you guys can see I've been tromping around. It may take a day or so, or it may take 4 days, or, you know, it may take a while to make a catch, but we're definitely set on sign, and this is as good as you can get. So, on a quick side note, we've made that set. You guys have always heard me preach, you need to make 2 sets at a location, right? So we've got that big gaudy, big eye appeal, turned up area. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come down here, and I'm about 40 feet away, and you can see right there is a limb. There's the pine trees there. The critters are moving right there. There's a limb that got blowed out of the pine trees. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a flat set in right there. Very subtle, very discreet flat set. So we've got basically 2 different kinds of sets here. We've got the big gaudy, you know, turned up soil, step down dirt hole, and then we're gonna put a flat set in. If you guys would like to see me make a video on the flat set, definitely do me a favor, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you guys like these type of videos, and we'll definitely film that too. So we're gonna let this set here for, you know, a week or so. We don't have a lot of rain in the forecast. These sets will take a little bit of rain, but they're not gonna take a big gully washer. Not like this flat set will that I'm about to make, and that's why I like to make 2 different kinds of sets. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna quit rambling. I've got more sets to make, and the sun is going down in a hurry. So as always, guys, hit that thumbs up for me. Leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments. Definitely go check out Tuco Traps. They'll be linked below. New sponsor of the channel. We're super excited to have them. And as always, y'all, I really do appreciate you viewing, and we'll see y'all in the next video.